Good morning. I want to talk today about my daily routines, specifically my morning routine and my evening routine. This is bite number 2 for me, is setting up routines. So I've done this before, and I've had some success and eventually stopped doing it. So I want to just kind of state what my routine is, not the exact specifics, but more so when they start and why I've chosen certain things. So much of what I have applied in this, I learned from The Miracle Morning, Hal Elrod. I highly recommend it if you haven't read it. My morning routine starts at 4:55 a.m. That's when my alarm goes off, and I immediately drink a glass of water. I actually stay in bed while I do this. Have a second alarm for 5 o'clock, and when that alarm goes off, I am up, I'm brushing my teeth, and I'm getting dressed. So the reason I do it that way is I find that when I drink that glass of water, it really wakes up my brain. Again, something I learned from The Miracle Morning, and I find that it's so much easier to get out of bed a few minutes later when my brain is awake. So after getting dressed, brushing my teeth, I'll spend 10 minutes meditating, 30 minutes reading, about 45 minutes to an hour working out. Come 7 o'clock, I am ready for breakfast, for the kids to be awake, to shower, start laundry, all of those just morning activities. And then by 8:45, after dropping kids off and finishing up some laundry, I have time scheduled to review my calendar, which just helps me to see what the day looks like and get my day started. The other thing that I learned from doing this, and we'll call it failing at this before, or at least taking steps at this before, is I realized that if my evening routine gets messed up, or if I don't have an evening routine, it gets very challenging to wake up in the morning. My morning routine honestly starts the night before. So for me, my evening routine needs to start at 5:30. I choose 5:30 because that's usually when I'm about ready to be done doing my daily work items, my career items, we'll call them. So at 5:30 is when I start cooking, or if the kids aren't with me, when I start working on meal prep. 6:30 is dinner, and then 7 o'clock I'm giving baths, or I'm having the kids clean their room, do their laundry, clean their bathrooms, kind of helping to get everybody ready for bed, managing that a little bit. By 8:10 is when the older kids and I will do some daily reading. 8:30, they're brushing their teeth, getting ready for tomorrow, including myself getting ready for tomorrow, which for me means setting out my clothes that I'm going to wear the next morning. It means, setting out the water that I'm going to be drinking the next morning, making sure my headphones are charged for when I go to the gym, just all these little things that make a difference the next morning. By 8:15, I'm asking my kids to turn in their electronics because they have a habit of staying up really late. And by 9 o'clock, we have quiet time. They can be in their rooms, I can be in my room, read, whatever it is you need to do. It's also a buffer in case you have not held on to your schedule very well. And then by 9:30 is lights out. So that's my routine. Again, I've done this before, and I'm excited to look at this process, see where it's challenging, see where I have a hard time doing what I say I'm going to do, and make adjustments. Thanks for joining me.